contract. My God. The creepy bastard Christian Cage signs with AEW. He's the sellout. Christian Cage is the sellout. I'm watching the pay per view as we do this. The creepy bastard just signed with AEW. Christian Cage was the free agent going to AEW. You gotta be kidding me. This guy you figured wouldn't be wrestling ever again? Well, lo and behold, the creepy bastard Christian is the man. He's the man I sat at a bar with one time. I sat next to that man at a bar one time. It's a true story. It was WWE weekend in Philly. I went to that thing at WrestleMania pre-thing the night before WrestleMania, and we found out that the wrestlers were going back to this hotel bar. And who else? The creepy bastard Christian Cage was the guy I wound up sitting next to at the bar. I kid you not. And I tried to get information out of him back then. Well, that SOB just signed with AEW, dude. He was the big bombshell. It wasn't CM Punk. It wasn't Dave Batista. It was that creepy Christian Cage just signed an AEW contract. The guy I sat next to at the bar on WrestleMania weekend. Wow. See? There you go. There you go. Christian Cage. You know, his buddy Ed just came back and won something, and lo and behold, what happens? He worked the Royal Rumble with Edge, and he comes out here tonight in AEW. This is post game AEW, but the pay per view lives on. Up next is Sting. Sting's gonna wrestle at 61 years old. Sting is gonna wrestle a hardcore match, tag team. So I'm getting ready to watch this Sting match. So in all reality, I don't know why I'm like set up with my studio set up. I should just say to hell with it and like get comfortable and watch it. Let's do that. We're gonna spin it around. Here we go. Spin it all the way around. There we go. Boom. We're gonna sit here and watch wrestling now. Yep. So you're gonna watch me watch AEW. That's right. So we're gonna sit here and watch AEW. There you go. See that on the fly? I just changed my studio backdrop. I just talked to Randy Horton Curtin to get a green screen. But there you go. Christian is the guy. I better call my nephew and tell him, let's get his live reaction to it if I can get him on the phone. He's going to be like, what? Because it wasn't a name that was being floated. Hey, Harry. Watching a wrestling pay per view. That's why I'm doing a post game show for it. I'm calling my nephew right now. Yes, Christian Cage. I know. Tell me about it. I sat next to that guy at a bar. Where's Ryan at?
He's over here.
Hurry up. Put him on. I got to talk to him. Tell him what happened.
Right here.
Let's get his live reaction to it. You know who came out?
Yeah, Christian Cage.
Say, are you excited about that guy? That guy's kind of old, dude.
Who? Christian Cage?
He's old.
I know.
Christian Cage is a has-been. Why? Why are they getting all the has-beens?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
I don't know. Yeah, he don't know either. There you go. Okay, buddy. I just want to let you know. It sucked, didn't it?
They didn't show nowhere else.
It was only, no, it's him. He's the one. All right, later, dude.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, it was kind of a disappointing announcement. Christian Cage. But like I said, I sat next to that creepy bastard at a bar. You know what I'm saying? Harry's saying they got their COVID shot. Who's they, Harry? I don't know who you're referring to. You said that they got their COVID shot. Harry, I'm not sure who you're referring to. You're saying they got their COVID shot. Mike, you know, Christian Cage, a recycled wrestler. Thanks for the award, Mike. A recycled wrestler in Christian Cage. Well, Christian Cage isn't that old, but he's too old to be wrestling. He's like 45 to 50. You know, he's just too old to wrestle at this point. It's like Sting, who's 61 years old, about to wrestle in this match. Harry, I'm sure you know the wrestling scene. Sting's been around forever. I mean, you know, Sting's been around for what, like 30 years? I mean, Hulk Hogan doesn't wrestle anymore, but Sting will. He's going to do it right now. I'm going to watch it. Wait a minute. Yeah, but the thing is, he has a broken neck problem before they say he couldn't wrestle anymore. So, you know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you. Wait a minute. Did they tape this street fight somewhere with Sting? Yeah, well, how the hell did they get Christian Cage to come? He was just on WWE. Wasn't he under contract? I mean, wasn't this guy under a WWE contract? I don't understand it. How the hell did Cage? He's 47. Well, AJ's almost done. I think AJ is going to retire. What that kind of match is this? They're going to a parking lot, and I guess Sting's gonna they're gonna make this Sting match like the Undertaker match, where they fight like in a parking lot somewhere. This is just I don't know, man. This pay per view has not been great, dude. I thought Ethan Page was going to be the guy, and instead it's Christian Cage. I really thought that CM Punk was coming back tonight. Well, why the hell didn't Brock Lesnar come back? I think Lesnar's coming back to WrestleMania. He's gonna be involved in WrestleMania, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. I think Lesnar's coming back to WWE. I think McMahon overpaid him to come back at WrestleMania. I think Goldberg might even come back at WrestleMania and wrestle somebody, but he's so damn old. Leo 2.0 will show up at the end. Now that would be epic, especially if he came riding in like some kind of hot dog mobile or something. With his 2.0 hat screaming and yelling. Leo 2.0. Now that would be funny. That guy's one of the funniest guys around. Yes, Mike Rotundo. Mike Rotundo is Bray Wyatt's dad. Yes, Mike Rotundo. Yep. Yeah, good God, it's Leo 2.0. Hey, RNC, how about that last night with him, man? Leo, he made the face with the girl, Judge, what's her name? Judge Janine or something, Piro. And he's on with her last night, and he makes this goofy face, and he goes like this at the end. I didn't do it near the camera. Here we go. No, do it like us. He put up the gun sign. He's a nut, that guy, Leo. Great, though. He said he's a really wealthy attorney, and he's funny. What the hell is this with a bunch of face painted dudes? I mean, this is Darby Allin, a skateboarder guy wrestling. He's on a skateboard coming down to the freaking fight. This is unbelievable. What is Sting gonna? Where else Sting at? Sting in a beat up pickup truck. Taz goes with all the money that man made in his life. You're thinking, gotta love Sting, dude. Sting's one of the best. Hey, can you imagine what this new AEW wrestling game's gonna look like, man? Because tonight's theme, we're really here for the post game of the pay per view, but it ran late. We're not even. They're gonna have what is it? A barbed wire, electrified barbed wire match in the main event. I hope nobody dies tonight, but I'll be live if it happens. So it's Moxley versus, and she's about to have a kid. The wife's getting ready to pop a baby out, and here comes a stinger. But anyway, Moxley's going to fight Kenny Omega in an electrified barbed wire match in the main event. This thing won't be over 30, so I'm going to stay live for the rest of the pay per view. Yeah, my girlfriend paid the $50 for me to have it. There you go. Exploding barbed wire. Thank you, Ted Hicks. Thank you. Even you're a wrestling fan, Ted Hicks. There you go. I wasn't sure. You got more information than me, Ted Hicks. How the heck did you know that? You a big wrestling guy? Do you remember when Mr. T wrestled? Where the hell are they wrestling at? This thing's in like some kind of warehouse they're wrestling. Here he goes. Sting's fighting. But this is kind of cool Sting match at 61. Darby Allin jumped off a brick wall. Like he leaped up on a brick wall. This match is nuts. Dude, I wish CM Punk was coming, dude. I don't think CM Punk's coming. Unless they're going to go off the air with CM Punk as the ultimate shock. Ted, let me ask you something. How far back with wrestling do you go? Do you remember when Kane tombstone Pete Rose at WrestleMania? Do you remember that event occurring? Kane picks up Pete Rose and tombstoned him. People were hoping that Pete Rose was going to show up tonight. Now, that would have been great if they got Pete Rose to come here. Would give them some credibility in the sports world if they had Pete Rose. They already had Shaq wrestle for them the other night. Shaq went through a table. And then he disappeared in the ambulance. I don't know what the hell that was about. They opened the ambulance and he was loaded in like 5 minutes earlier. They opened and he's gone. Who the hell knows? Maybe Shaq's going to show up with CM Punk tonight. The cinematic match with the Undertaker, exactly. He had a couple of them, the Boneyard match and the that one match he had where AJ Styles fought him and like there was a grave site digged and yeah, I've been with wrestling for so many years. I could do a wrestling show for days. I've got so many wrestling experiences. I used to go to Monday Night Raw and get the camera seats. Yeah, I go back. I'll tell you what. I remember the UWF. I remember when Terry Bam Bam Gordy was fighting, and Michael P.S. Hayes, of course, the Freebirds, and a Dr. Death Steve Williams, and a couple of these guys passed away. Terry Gordy and Dr. Death are gone. They passed. But Michael P.S. Hayes is still with us, and so is Jimmy Jam Garvin. Last I checked, they said Crockett Jr. died. Well, I'll tell you, Ted, I used to remember Nikita Koloff against Dusty Rhodes on Saturday afternoons at 2 p.m. The wrestling matches came on Saturday at 2. And I would sit over there and watch the wrestling over my aunt's house. I'd turn it on at 2 p.m. I'd put it on. I love to watch wrestling. I remember when Glow came around, the gorgeous ladies are wrestling, and I thought that was funny at the time. Oh, the one man gang. Now you're talking my lingo, the 747 Splash and Abdullah the Butcher and all those guys. Yeah, I remember those days. Whew. I remember the good old days of wrestling. You know, those were the days when you had the Barbarian and the Warlord managed by John Paul Jones, right? And you had Telly and Arn, and they had J.J. Dillon. He was on Dynamite the other night. Maybe he'll appear tonight. I doubt it, though, but maybe he will. I would love to see J.J. Dillon come out and be the manager of CM Punk. Now, that would be an epic ending tonight. If CM Punk came out managed by J.J. Dillon. So, but I bet you CM Punk just came out to Florida to kind of like throw people off. We'll see, though. Anything could happen. I mean, who knows? Maybe the night ends with another bombshell. They got Ethan Page, who was from Impact Wrestling. He's no big pickup. Before Ultimate Warrior gimmick, the Blade Runners. Yeah, poor Ultimate Warrior. He passed away, and that was terrible. He gave a speech, and he died a couple days later. He came in, he gave a real powerful speech, and a couple days later, he was gone. Yeah, it's a shame. I just played the wrestling game today for about 4 hours on the PlayStation 5. The game's for the PlayStation 4, and it crashed on the pay-per-view on me. But you know who won? Doink the Clown beat the Velveteen Dream to win the North American title in that game. Yeah, Ole and Arn Anderson, per the Four Horsemen, yep. Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Yeah, you remember Baron Ben-Roshki in the AWA? You had Rick Martel. You had Sergeant Slaughter. Even Hulk Hogan wrestled in the AWA. I seen Bundy and Stud and the Junkyard Dog and Kamala all at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. My uncle took me when I was a young kid. You know? The Machine buying Cage just picked the guy up, Darby Allin, a little skinny guy, and held him upside down up the steps. And Jim Ross is going nuts, and I never seen anything like that in my life. Jim Ross has a cold tonight. He can't even, his voice announcing is like, it's in and out. But yeah, I don't know what Christian Cage is going to do for them, man. It's a shame what happened to Brody Lee. He went up dying after he signed with them. A couple months later, he's gone. And Brody Lee was a guy who had a vital part. They really should have tried to put somebody in the Dark Order, and then Christian Cage could have been that guy. So, well, COVID's out there. Maybe Ross caught COVID. I don't know. And, they need him for a pay-per-view. This is the worst idea for Sting ever. Stinger, he's not taking those spots. That's the thing. He's not allowed to take spots because he's too old. So they're just hitting him with stuff and they're punching him and well, they just threw a drum into him, into his shoulder, but like he's not allowed to take anything or make his neck bad. So yeah, well, go get a COVID test. I heard they're hell though. Nah, Christian Cage is just he's a mid card guy, Ted. He's a mid card guy. That's what he is. Christian Cage is not a guy that's going to be. You can't main event a company with Christian Cage. So nah, Christian Cage don't do nothing. I feel ripped off. My girl paid $50. Sting is 61. I know he can't take the bumps. I know. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to say about Christian Cage, man. He never really was a WWE champion. He was like a world champion. It was like a lot of he never carried the WWE. So, but what the hell is this with this movement? Christian Cage, the Big Show. Everybody's leaving WWE. Why is there a big movement out of WWE? What did McMahon do to these guys? Well, you think that? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait, man. I'm just watching it. Just I'm not banking on nobody. Oh, they're too old in Vince's eyes. If Brock Lesnar shows up, I think you got to bring both Punk and Lesnar tonight. Yeah, see, Sting ain't taking no hard bumps. There's no way they're gonna let Sting take a power driver or anything like that. Because you don't want to risk it, man. It sucks though that McMahon wasted time. He could have bought Sting in 10 years ago and had a nice run with the company. He got hurt and that was the end of it. McMahon left in the 90s. He wanted him on commentary. Who did he want on commentary? Jim Ross? You talk about Jim Ross working on commentary? Or you talk about somebody else? Oh, Will Hobbs has interfered. Really? Shivani is built up to Taz's kid came running. It's not like he's like, oh my god, it's Hulk. If it was CM Punk, I could see, oh my god, it's CM Punk. Oh boy. Yeah, Sting ain't gonna take no hard bumps. Here we go. There's a boot. They're gonna pick him up in the air and drop him. He just dropped his back against the wall and he protected his back. It's just they're throwing him against stuff, but it's nothing. This match is just. He took a power bomb. Well, I'm sure they probably planted him very gently though. I mean, I would think that they were very gentle when they planted him. My rating of the pay per view so far, I'd give it a 7.5. I want to see something good here. 7.5 so far. I think the booking has been terrible. Of course, Darby Allin just went through a glass thing, but it's probably plastic. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would kind of give it a 7.5. As being a lifelong wrestling fan, that's what I would give it. Yeah, it hasn't been nothing spectacular. I mean, I'll give you this much. The 6-man ladder match was pretty entertaining, even though I wasn't paying full attention to it. I'll admit to that. Because honestly, I'm like, who cares about the TNT champion number one contender? We lost the signal. I'm back. We lost the signal momentarily. I don't know why we lost the signal. Oh, you know what? I'm running the feed of the pay per view through a what the hell is it called? The Fire Stick. I'm running it through an application, the Fire Stick. We lost the signal briefly. Haps is having issues anyway. Well, Ted, when you see the territories, I mean the competition's back. You got how did Sting do? Of course, Sting's gonna win. He wouldn't take the match if he's not gonna win. Here you go. Sting's gonna win. Let's see. He fought Sting off. They're in the ring. Let's see what happens here. But they're in a warehouse. Stinger. Oh, he went for the Stinger splash and he moved. I mean, the rest. Oh, a spear on Sting. Is that enough? Nah, Sting kicked out. Um, Bottom line is, like, look, I like there's competition with AEW, but TNA, it's actually Impact. What do you mean, turn on my VPN? What is a VPN? I have no idea. Ted, I have no idea what a VPN is, bud. VPN, I have no idea what that is. I don't know what that is, Ted. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I still don't know what that is. You can tell me the name of it. I still don't know what that means. What am I going to get another computer hacked? I mean, when I used to have computers, man, I used to have them go down left and right. I had computers go down left and right, man. I'm telling you, I didn't want to buy another computer. So, yeah, Impact Sting this one with a death drop. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Sting wins. I knew it. Sting wasn't going to do the job. Sting only took this match on to get the win. Sting will retire now. There's no reason to keep him going. I mean, he's going to appear, but he's not going to wrestle no more. You could have him be like the general manager or something of AEW. I don't know. Create a job for him just to appear, but he can't, I don't know. He can't wrestle, man. I just don't see. I don't know. I just don't see it. Holy shit, man! He just did like a major jump. But then again, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns did a major. Kevin Owens leaped off out of the air. You see a lot of these guys leaping through the air these days. That's a stupid ending. Sting's is staring at the camera. I don't even think Sting was there live tonight, to be honest with you. I think that was a taped match. They need somebody to arrive right now between now and the main event. Here's a good time to have, like, oh, we got somebody's backstage. Who is it? Oh, well. Double or Nothing. That's the next pay per view. May 30th. Thankfully, we don't have to pay no money in April. Hopefully, this one's going to have some dream matches with Cage here, and something good will come out of it. Geez, I hope Christian Cage is in the main event. I'd rather see Christian Cage and Jericho one more time, or Christian Cage and Moxley for the first time ever. That would be a good match. Now, see, this kind of shit is what's going to kill AEW. Nobody wants to see the young buck guy go against Phoenix 1-on-1. This is garbage. This is garbage. I mean, they put on these stupid 1-on-1 matches. Why don't we get to see dream matches rather than this slop? You know? Why don't you give me Jake Hager versus somebody? Like give me Warlord against somebody. One of these guys. Let them fight it. So Darby Allin defends his title against Scorpio Sky. Okay, well I can see that being the main event. That's fine. Give me that. I'm happy with that. I hope they fill the place up. Yeah, this exploding barbed wire death match. I mean, God, I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? Don Callis is going to get electrocuted. That goofy bastard, Don Callis. That guy's one of the biggest goons in wrestling history. Don Callis. He's some old school guy, he's like the Bobby Heenan of modern days. Don Callis. I don't like women's wrestling anymore. I think it's a waste of my life. You know what? Put Space Girl on there with the cigarette hanging out her mouth. Put her on and put Leo 2.0 on there, and there you go. It's my dream match right there. I don't have no time for these women, man. You put Space Girl with the cigarette hanging out her mouth and Leo 2.0. I don't know, man. Who the hell knows? Anyway, I know I'm cray cray. I'm cray cray. I get it. The models in 1996. Well, Rick Martel did become the model. So, dude, I love this woman on the news, dude. She got a shirt on, right? And all you could see is her wrinkles all around her frickin' top of her chest. It's like, dude, nobody wants to see wrinkles hanging out like that. It's gross to look at. Like, you think somebody would tell her, wear a damn shirt that closes up top. Good Lord, man. I mean, seriously, though. This damn woman's reading me the news and she's got these wrinkles hanging out all over. It's like, I don't want to see that nasty crap. It's like, come on, man. I'm a straight shooter. I tell it like it is. I don't care. That's why we call it the Grizz Show, because it's like it is. Somebody's got to tell it like it is. Charlie Rose and Matt Lauer got fired for goofy stuff, but Charlie Rose was a drunk, and Matt Lauer was like, he had an ego like no other, man. Matt Lauer was a piece of crap, okay? The dude had such an ego. Charlie Rose was a drunk. He was friendly. I seen him at the Democratic National Convention, and the man was over there taking pictures with people, and I could have got my picture, and I said, nah, I don't want a picture with this drunk. I could care less. I was more excited to see Jesse Jackson walking in the hallway when I seen him walk by. I go, Jesse Jackson. I was all excited about it. I got to cross paths with Jesse Jackson. That man's a legend. So yeah, Jesse Jackson is a true legend. So hey, like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm a guy who's real. You know what I mean? They say you could be anybody you want to be. Well, I'm that guy. I like to be real. I'm not an actor for nobody. I don't act. I come out here and tell you the God's honest truth. You know? So, and I tell everybody else, don't act who you are. Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? I got more respect for people that are real. I don't want people to be fakes. Don't come out here and fake who you are. Come out here and tell us who you really are. You know what I mean? Like whatever you feel, that's fine. You can feel any way you want. That's your personal preference. Don't act to people because oh, it's the right thing to do is to act to people. No, don't act for nobody. Come out here and just be who you are. You know, nothing wrong with being real. So many fake people in the world. Sometimes I feel they can't tell you the truth. They play this fake stuff with you. I'm not into that fake crap. I know wrestling's fake, but that's okay. To me, it's entertainment. Here we go. I want to see what Moxley. Look at this. He got the Bret Hart jacket on. He's got the leather jacket on tonight. That looks like a Bret Hart jacket, man. So, but Jim Crockett Jr., that guy's from the old school of wrestling. He passed away the other day. I remember David Crockett, right? He was like an announcer. Wasn't David Crockett the announcer with Tony Schiavone? I swear that guy's name was David Crockett, the guy who was the announcer with Schiavone on the old school wrestling shows back in the day, when wrestling was really, really good. It was back then, dude. You never had a zonker of a show. You always had good shows with Dusty and Flair and, J.J. Dillon and all those guys, Nikita, Magnum. What was it? Magnum? What the hell was that guy's name? Magnum TA or something? Yeah, Magnum TA, that guy. Yeah, you had some good wrestlers back in those days, man. And Warlord and Barbarian, they were neat dudes. Stud, Bundy, Andre. I mean, really, those guys were all characters. Piper, Orton, Morocco. Remember Don the Rock Morocco with Fuji? I mean, really, that was good stuff. There's this guy on Impact, Johnny Swinger, and he goes, "Hey, man, come here." And he takes a handful of dust and he goes, "Fuji dust." I love it. Fuji dust. Mike Tenay, there's a good announcer. Yeah, Tenay was good. I'm surprised that they didn't bring Tenay on for AEW, but they got Shivani back, so I'll bet you that Mike Tenay is the guy that replaces Jim Ross one day. Magnum TA Terry Allen. There you go. Terry Allen. I just knew him as Magnum TA. He was the United States champion at one point, right? He had a run as a United States champion. And Abdullah the Butcher, that guy, man, he was a barbaric wrestler. Abdullah the Butcher always busted open, that guy. The Magnificent Morocco, yeah, Don the Rock Morocco, that guy, man, he was a good wrestler. I mean, he played a good heel. He was in a cartoon with Captain Lou Albano and Fuji and all. They were all in a cartoon together. It was pretty funny. I used to love that cartoon. Came on Saturday mornings on the network there with the Smurfs. All those good cartoons are gone now. I just watched Tom and Jerry. Speaking of cartoons, you want to watch a funny movie, watch Tom and Jerry. And the girl's pretty good looking in it, too. There's a blonde girl. She's pretty cute. The girl plays like the hotel management girl. She's pretty hot. So there you go. You're going to watch a movie that's funny and got a smoking hot chick in it. There you go. You can watch that movie. So, and I watched Coming to America, too. Oh, my God. Those guys had me dying in that movie. They were hilarious. Coming to America Part 2. That's another movie you got to watch. Yeah, I watched that yesterday. Me and my girlfriend watched Tom and Jerry in the afternoon, and then at night we watched Coming to America 2. Recommend them both. Pedro Morales. There's a name from the past. Yeah, he's another old school guy from the 70s and 80s. Pedro Morales. There's lots of those guys. Yeah, HBO Max got, well, you can't get Coming to America 2 on HBO Max, can you? We got that on Amazon Prime, Coming to America 2. That was on Amazon Prime. We had Tom and Jerry on HBO Max. That's the way we watched it, at least. Here he comes, Omega. CM Punk versus Kenny Omega. I don't know if they ever wrestled before, but that would be epic if we can get it. I would love to see Brock Lesnar even versus Kenny Omega. That would be a good match. So I'm surprised Jeff Hardy didn't tell McMahon to stick it because they've been making him into a jobber. They don't even push him on WWE, and they could put him in the main event picture. Bobby Lashley's a guy that he went over to TNA and won a world title, and now he's got the WWE title. So I guess they want Lashley versus Lesnar. That would be a good WrestleMania match, Lashley versus Lesnar. I would love that match. MVP versus Paul Heyman. That would be an epic one. But I don't know if Lesnar's coming back. I think Lesnar told the wrestling business to shove it. But we'll see. What in the blue hell is this man wearing? It looks like a chemical suit. Is this referee wearing a chemical suit? What the? I mean, I know it's a dangerous barbed wire, but good lord, this guy's got like a bio suit on. Trust me, you'll love coming to America too. I mean, it was great. Eddie Murphy's back, and there's a whole bunch of guys in it. James Earl Jones, 90 years old, and he was in that movie. How about that? There we go. Moxley ready to go. He's drinking whiskey before he goes. Don't get too drunk there, pal. We don't want you to blow up tonight. You know, the wife's got one in the oven, too. It's not a good time to be doing this match when you got your wife with a baby on the way. Anyway, it should be a good match, guys. What's up, Josh? How's it going? Yeah, so Moxley and Omega are going to fight here for the title. Thank you for streaming. Okay, well, you're welcome, Josh. Thanks for tuning in. I mean, all we're doing is talking about it, man. I don't think you could, you're not going to see the match. So, this is the AEW Wrestling Post show. Who do I want to win? Honestly, I think you keep the belt on Omega and you start a new feud with somebody else after this. I think it's time that you bring somebody else in the fight. I don't know if it's Christian Cage. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I would love to see some of these other guys get a shot, though, at the title, You got a bunch of guys you can give a title match to, honestly. Oh, Ted, you think Omega wins? Well, we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you think Omega wins? You could see the reflection in my glasses. Wow, dude. Well, I'm not airing nothing. I'm not intentionally airing stuff. So there you go. I mean, so here we go. Well, YouTube can't get on me and say it's a reflection from my glasses. I mean, if that's how you're watching it, more power to you. Let's see what happens here. I wonder why they moved it to Sunday night. Were they trying to take their eyes out right off the bat? Dude, imagine if one of them lost an eye. Dude, that'd be crazy. Wait, there's a second show coming to AEW? What's the second show? No, I can't stream it, dude. It's against the law to stream it, dude. Dude, I'll give you some advice. Go Google it tomorrow and you can watch a replay of it, dude. That's the only advice I can give you. Somewhere out there, if you want to watch it tomorrow, there'll be plenty of replays of it. Type it in and do your schoolwork and find a replay on the internet, man. You'll be able to find one, I guarantee. If you look hard enough, you'll find one. There'll be plenty of people putting it up for replay tomorrow. So, they hired Big Show to be commentary on a new show. It'll be the Thunder. Yeah, but it's going to air on YouTube, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like, why are you airing it on YouTube? Here we go. All right, so let's say, whoa, that was close. What's he going to do? Is he going to suplex him against the barbed wire? Nah. Dude, eventually they're going to have to hit that barbed wire. I mean, dude, this barbed wire can't be as bad as they say it's going to be. Dude, there's no. I mean, this thing. It'll be on YouTube. You think they're gonna put it on YouTube? I don't know about YouTube. Maybe in a week they might, but not tomorrow. No, there's goofy websites though. I've found it on goofy ones before. You could go on these goofy sites. It's a replay though. Like they used to show it live on some like www.wrestling or like somebody would make up like a wrestling.og or something, and you'd be able to find it. So, well, my girlfriend said she'll buy it for me. So we have WWE Network for all them. So she buys me these pay per views. She gives me all the AEW ones. She even got me the Impact one before. Oh, clips of it. Okay. I've been able to watch a full pay per view though on some like goofy sites. I forget which ones I went to because these days I just watch everything on WWE Network for them, and then just she pays for this one, so she'll buy it for me. She knows I like it. She buys it for me because like I help her win money in football season, so I help her win money during the football season. So then she buys these pay per views for me. She knows I like it. Yes, she does. Let's see. What's he gonna do now? He's just cracking him with a weapon. Who's the next guy you think's in line to get a shot at the title? Why not Cody Rhodes? Why don't we get Cody versus Omega? That's what I would love to see. Or why not MJF? Step him up to the plate. Put MJF against Omega. Why can't we get those guys a shot at the title? Give MJF a shot at Kenny Omega. Oh, he threw powder in his eyes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It went off. Oh, shit. It went off. Wow. That shit just went off, dude. There is going to be no surprise person. It's the boogeyman, maybe. That guy, the boogeyman. Cody is an exec. Yeah, but Cody still wrestles. I know Hager is kind of old, but I think Hager deserves a title shot too. Like these guys never get their shots. Like Jake Hager or that Wardlow guy, give him a crack at the title on a Wednesday night. If I was running the wrestling company, I would make the champion wrestle, even though he's not going to drop the strap. And then, like one Wednesday night, randomly, I'd have him drop it. He'd get it back a couple weeks later, on a pay per view. I'd let him have it get back, But I'd have him drop it at least to, let these guys have a title run a little bit, See, I don't like having one guy have the belt for like 3 months. I just think, I don't know, that's old school crap when Hogan hogged the belt, I want to see different guys because then we get a shot to see different people wrestle for the belt, like instead of, get one on one matches with different guys, I would even give Matt Hardy an AEW title match. And Hangman Page hasn't had one in a while. These guys need to get their shots. Rusev, there you go. Yeah, Rusev, give him a crack at the belt. How about Rusev versus Omega next pay per view? Now that would be a smart booking. Who cares if have Rusev play the face and Omega be the heel? I mean, you could turn a guy face to fight for the belt, and then he goes back to heel after the match is over. Of course, he ain't gonna win. But you could have him win the belt and be a face for a while and then have some heel beat him. You could have Rusev versus Brian Cage and have Cage win the belt, you know? That's fake crap they got wrapped around that chair. I don't want that stuff, man. I don't want one guy with the belt for years, man. The belt's got to be like kind of shared a little bit. That's just like SmackDown right now. They got their Roman Reigns having the belt for like a long time. I know Edge is taking it. Oh my God, he has thrown him into that table. Holy hell. He just threw him into that table. You were right. You called it, man. Omega wins this match. There's no doubt about it. Moxley's in trouble. Moxley's in deep crap, dude. He's getting his ass handed to him, man. It's all Omega in this match. Moxley has no prayer to win this thing. Dude, I've heard like 5 people tonight say, oh, something big's going to happen at the end of the night. I don't think so. I think it's going to go off the air with Omega's going to keep the belt and they're going to go off the air. This ref in a chemical suit is cray cray. Oh well. We're going to 90 degrees on Friday. Boy, it's going to be a nice day. Got to find out if I can rent a convertible somewhere to drive it around on Friday. That'd be cool. To rent a convertible for 70. You go rent a convertible. Yeah, Ambrose. Holy shit. Omega just set off another one. Oh shit, they did it again. It went off. Dude, it's like gunshots, dude. It's crazy. I've never seen this in my life in wrestling, dude. It's like a gunshot going off. This is the craziest match I've ever watched, dude, ever. And I've been watching wrestling for 35 years, dude. This is crazy. Dude, it's just like, it sounds like a gunshot when it goes off. Makes you jump from your seat when you hear that noise. Dude, I could just imagine if I had speakers hooked up to my TV, what it would sound like, dude. This is nuts. Ted, you remember S.T. Jones, Special Delivery Jones? That guy was a legendary wrestler. I used to have his action figure, S.D. Jones. I remember I got it for a present. I had a whole bunch of guys. Oh, Terry Funk. Yeah, I never see. I mind it. You know what? I might have seen Funk wrestle that match. I didn't see the whole match though. This honestly goes down as the best match I've ever seen as far as like craziness. You know. I mean, I would give this match a 9.0 in the crazy department. Oh no, he's not gonna. If he suplexes him through that thing, okay, he didn't. Thank God. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Oh, I can feel that pain he's feeling. Yeah, I had the wrestling figure, that guy. You know, one day I had bags full of wrestling figures. I had them all, Georgie Animal and everything. They throw them in the trash. They're worth money, people told me. Oh, well, stuff happens. But yeah, they're worth a ton of money. I had all those wrestling guys. And I remember I got to buy the AWA guys, and I had Baron Von Roski and Rick Martel. And, man, I bought every wrestling figure I could find, man. I was in a store, and I seen a wrestling figure back when I was like a teenager. I bought them all. Every single damn wrestling figure I could find, because they didn't have video games like they do now. What's he going to do? He's trying to go for the kill shot, or what it's called. What the hell's Omega's move? I call it the kill shot. I don't know what it's called. V trigger. That's it. No, it's not the V trigger. It's the. What the hell is Omega's move? He picks him up like Cena does, but he drops him differently. I don't think it's the V trigger. There's a move though he does. There's a V trigger move, but yeah, I put some wrestling videos up on YouTube. A couple of things I did. Jack Gallagher won the Intercontinental title today, so on my WWE 2K thing, I put that up on YouTube. Yeah, I do YouTube videos, and I come here on Haps to do shows, and I'm doing obviously this Haps thing is on YouTube. The Haps show is everywhere. There we go. This is going to be the end right here. I can feel it. This match is coming to an end right now. Omega's going to hit the move and it's going to be over. Oh, what a clothesline by I'll call him Ambrose, by Moxley. Let's see what happens. Kenny Duck, there you go. There it is. Snapdragon. It's going to set him up for the finisher. Here it comes. He's going to have one more move and then the finisher. And Moxley's getting on it. V trigger. There it was. Oh, Moxley is him with a clothesline now. Good deal. Yeah, definitely. Follow me on YouTube. I put a lot of content on there. There's tons of old school stuff, man. There's one with me on a boat that broke down on Disney's waterways. We rented a boat years ago. I'm going to end this show anyway. We're just going to, I'm just going to tell you that this pay-per-view, I'm going to give it an 8.0 for the night. And, I'm going to have to end this show pretty soon. So. Oh, my God. My God. Damn, that thing went off like crazy that time. He's asking for water. Why is he asking for water? Oh, shit, it got him in the eye? It got him in the eye, dude. Oh, shit. It got Omega in the eye, dude. I don't know if it's real or not. Oh, shit. You think a doctor or somebody would come over and look at the eyes to make sure. McMahon would have a doctor over there looking at him already. This might be all acting, I guess. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, but the ref to call and ask for water like that, it's got to be real. Oh, shit. The exploding landmines on the floor. Oh, boy, this could be big. What's going to happen here? Wow, this would be nuts. Oh, no. Oh, good Lord. If this happens, dude, it's going to be nuts. These exploding landmines, oh, my God, if they go and do one. Don't tell me he's going to do it. Oh, my God. No way. They're teasing it. I don't know if they're going to do it or not. Oh! It didn't go off right. It went off. It was a dud. It didn't go off right. It was a complete dud, dude. It didn't go off right. Waiting for Brock. I'm telling you, I can't see Brock coming tonight, man. I just can't see Brock coming. I would be shocked if Brock comes out. I just don't see Brock, dude. I'm telling you. I'd rather see Christian Cage come back out again. You know, that's a match. Big Show versus Omega. That would be pretty good. I just thought about that. Big Show versus Kenny Omega. That would be a good match. I don't know, man. There's a lot of matches out there that you could do, you know? I mean, like, they already have a roster where they could do it. You know, you could do a triple threat Big Show, Christian Cage, and Omega for the title. You could do that triple threat. Put it in a steel cage, make it interesting, you know? I'm thinking from a video game perspective, too. That's what I would do if I had that roster to play with in a game. That's why my YouTube wrestling videos, I do some crazy stuff on that. I do screw jobs, I do all kinds of stuff. I had an epic elimination chamber match for the NXT championship. Adam Cole was champion, and Baron Corbin wound up leaving with the strap. So somebody told me I should get a job writing for WWE because, man, I would shake the whole roster up. If Lesnar's still on the WWE roster, I would have him fight Lashley at Mania, 1-on-1. 30-minute Iron Man match between Lashley and Brock at WrestleMania. That's what I would do. I tell you, I love how some of these girls pimp themselves out for the news. We got this one girl in the morning show, man. She's pimping herself out. I would think Brock versus Lashley in a 30-minute Iron Man match would be awesome, man. In a cage, steel cage, 30-minute Iron Man match, Brock versus Lashley. I think that'd be an epic match. And I would have Lashley retain the title. Work strictly with NXT. Well, you got to get a better roster on NXT. I would move some people down to NXT. I really would. I'd move people down from the main roster to NXT, like to bring back some of the, and Finn Balor would come up to SmackDown if I had it my way. I'd have him fight Roman Reigns. Or what you do is you bring, you let Edge win the belt at Mania and then bring Demon Finn Balor come out the next SmackDown after Mania and come out and challenge him. I'd bring the Demon Finn Balor to fight Edge after WrestleMania if I was writing the script. You'll never have a merge of AEW and WWE. Not in this lifetime, dude. No way. No way in hell would that ever happen. You'll never have AEW merge with WWE. It'll never happen. NXT takeovers are crazy. Well, I think you need NXT to come up on a Raw and do an invasion angle on Raw exclusively. After WrestleMania, of course. There's the V trigger. He hit it. What do you mean the names they have, dude? They got Christian Cage and the Big Show, dude. Big Show is like old, dude. He's has been. There's nowhere else for the Big Show to go, bro. What the hell has happened? He set up for the explosion in the face of Omega. What the hell? Dude, Big Show is a has-been, dude. The guy was going to be retired anyway. And Christian, he's not really a main event player. Is that what you're talking about, Christian and Big Show, dude? Dude, Jericho is a free agent, bro. Sting is 61 years old, dude. He had no value to McMahon. He can't wrestle like he used to, dude. He's just there. He did match tonight. He won't wrestle again. Oh, look who it is. Anderson and Gallows got involved. What the hell? That's it. Of course, he keeps the belt and we go off the air. Yeah, the Big Show couldn't wrestle anymore normal. Like, he's not a regular wrestler. He's not a regular wrestler anymore. The Big Show he's retired, dude. He don't have no value. Here it is. Here it is. Omega retains right here. I'd end this match already. That's it. Omega keeps the belt. We go off the air. It's over. There ain't going to be no surprises, guys. Cage is the guy, and that's it. It's going off the air, dude. There's no Brock. There's no nobody, dude. They're not coming. I give it an 8.0, though. That's what I'll give it. Christian Cage sure in hell wasn't who I was expecting, so they kind of surprised me. There you go. I would have put him like 10th on my list to show up. So I thought CM Punk or like Lesnar, somebody like that. I thought, dude, I wasn't expecting Christian Cage, so I'll give him an 8.0 on it. Because I thought it was going to be Ethan Page, and I would have really, because they made you think Ethan Page was the guy, and I'm like, Ethan Page, guy's trash. Oh, well. They do need Lawler, dude. And you know what? If they got Lawler, then I would say McMahon's involved with buying it or whatever. Kurt Angle. Yeah, Kurt Angle's another one, dude. I thought it might be Kurt Angle, honestly. The hell, is the ring going to explode? Well, no Dave Batista either. I thought it was him, too. Kurt Angle, Batista, Lesnar, Punk. They were probably my top four I thought it would be. All right, go off the air. He kept the belt. Let's end it. Jim Ross has said everybody's a goddamn mind reader. Ross don't care. He's cursing. Oh, Shawn Michaels? Of course, dude. They ain't getting Shawn Michaels, dude. Get out of here. Waiting for The Rock to show up, dude. That would be a big one. The Rock ain't showing up either. Cena ain't coming here. Look at this garbage, dude. They're dragging us on. Why? The night's over. It's almost midnight, dude. Go off the air. We'll see you Wednesday. I don't watch Dark, dude. Dark is garbage. I don't watch it. Yeah, Michaels is loyal to McMahon. because of Triple H. They're too close. Well, nobody's coming, dude. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? The clock's ticking. What the hell is this? Moxley's gonna blow up, dude, and he's got to go to Japan. That's why they're doing this. Nobody's coming, dude. It's a clock, and the ring's gonna blow up, and Moxley's in it. Oh, great. Kingston's gonna blow up too. There ain't enough time. Moxley's blowing up. It's gonna blow up. The ring just blew up, dude. Nobody's coming, dude. Nobody's coming, dude. Dude, nobody is coming. I'm telling you. Dude, there's nobody coming. I'm telling you. Looks like two less contenders maybe tonight. What do you think, Excel? You feel the heat from all those bombs that went off up here? You see the blood splattered everywhere? Medical attention to John. What the hell is this crap, though? Why is this still going on? This has been a night for professional wrestling because Kenny Omega has proven once again that he's the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Let's hear it for Eddie Kingston coming out and helping out his friend. Yeah, Kenny Omega is still the AEW World Champion, but at what cost? Yeah. Okay. Bryce ready? Oh boy, oh boy. Who's helping Dr. Sampson? This is garbage, dude. This is garbage. The ending is terrible, dude. And there was no title changes tonight either. No title changes. Zero title changes. There you go. Could have had like something change tonight. Should have put a title on the TNT title. Should have changed hands tonight. You guys all thought that you're going to get to see, Lesnar tonight. You're not going to see Lesnar. He ain't coming here. I'm telling you that. No way you get Lesnar here tonight, dude. Yeah, this thing's over. It's over. They signed off. That's it. It's done. All right. That's it. Since it's the post game, I'll give you a real quick recap. No title changes. The surprise was Christian Cage. The debut of Ethan Page from Impact in the six-man ladder match, which Scorpio Sky won, so he's the number one contender. He's going to fight for the TNT title against Darby Allin on Wednesday night. That's it. So we're done. That's a wrap. Peace.